Hello students, this is Vishan sir. Today is my 15th video, and in this video we will see today a small exercise given in your textbook, chapter number 3, continuation, that is find out. You can see on the screen. In the previous video number 14, we have learned the exceptional law of demand. Yes, there are many exceptional law of demand. In that cases, the demand is not valid. Okay, in the exceptional law of demand, price and demand have direct relationship. In the law of demand, price and demand have inverse relationship. Okay. So in the previous video, exceptional law of demand we have seen, that is Giffen's goods, prestige goods, speculation, price illusion, ignorance, habitual goods, and I have added one more thing. Which one? Demonstration effect. Okay, and in this today's video you will see the first this find out. Okay, you can see on the screen. It is just for the understanding. Okay, you can see the first. The examples of the given exceptions to the law of demand. So if you have gone through the different exceptional law of demand, you can easily write the answer of these 3 questions with the different example. Okay, so what are the example of prestige goods? What is prestige goods? The prestige goods are those goods which are very expensive, and the people use these type of goods for show off purpose. It creates a snob value effect. Snob effect. So what are the example I have given in the prestige goods? Yes, diamond necklace. Yes, bungalow. So in these 2 boxes you can fill. Example of prestige goods are diamond necklace and bungalow. Okay, these 2 example of prestige goods. In the second, habitual goods. What are the example of habitual goods? What is meaning of habitual goods? The habitual goods are those goods when the person become addicted, the person definitely buy it, whether the price is high or whether the price is low. The person definitely buy the habitual goods because the person become habituated or addicted. So what are the example you will write in the habitual goods? Cigarette, yes, alcohol, tobaccos. These are the example of habitual goods. So you write only 2 examples. Okay, cigarette and alcohol. Alcohol means wine. Yes, wine, liquor. Okay. Third, branded goods. What is meaning of branded goods? The branded goods create the price illusion in the mind of customer. It means the customer believe that the commodity which have very high price, the price tag is very high. Okay, so because of high price, people tend to buy more even at high price. Why? Because it is a branded goods, it is a price illusion. What example I have given in the branded goods? Like denim jeans. There are many types of jeans in the market, but denim jeans is very branded because the name is enough, the company name is very popular, denim jeans. So people tend to buy more product, more quantity because of their company name, brand name, denim jeans. Yes, So because of that, the denim jeans demanded more even at high price, because denim jeans is very costly, very high price. Okay, so denim jeans, you can say iPhone, you can say there are many types of mobile in the market, but people have the blind belief that iPhone is very good and the iPhone is very costly also. So iPhone, yes, denim jeans, these are the example of branded goods. Okay student, so I hope you got that much exercise. Okay, let us move towards the today's topic, that is variation in demand and change in demand. Okay student, this type of question come for the short notes in the exam. It is for 3 marks question in the board exam. Okay, so there are two concepts of demand, how the demand varies and how the demand changes. Okay, so variation in demand, it has two types: expansion in demand and contraction in demand. Okay, and the second part of the answer is change in demand. Change in demand have two types: increase in demand and decrease in demand. Okay, so let us see one by one. First we will see what is the meaning of variation in demand. Yes, here the demand gets varies only because of price and other factors remain constant. Yes, so student, you just try to recall what are the other factors which affect the demand. So there are many factors I have given you in the determinants of demand. For example, price of commodity, yes, income of individual, size of population, price of substitute goods, price of complementary goods, nature of the product, yes, consumers expectation, advertisement intensity, taste, habits, preference, taxation, all these are determinants of demand. So in the variation in demand, the demand either expand or contract only because of price and other factors remain constant. So which factors remain constant? Yes, no change in income, no change in population, no change in taste, habits, preference, no change in price of substitute goods, no change in price of complementary goods, no change in consumer expectation, no change in taste, habits, preference. All these factors remain constant. Yes, demand expand only because of fall in price, or demand contract only because of rise in price. Yes, and other factors remain constant. It is called as variation in demand. Yes, it means when the demand for the commodity falls or rise due to change in price alone. Alone means only. Yes, means demand either fall or rise only because of price alone and other factors remain constant. Other factors, I have given the example of other factors. Yes, income, population, taste, habits, preference, price of substitute goods, price of complementary goods, taxation. All these factors become constant only because of price, demand increase or decrease, means fall or rise. It is called as variation in demand. There are two types of variation in demand. One is expansion in demand, expansion of demand, and second is contraction of demand. See, we will see one by one. So in the expansion of demand, even the word says its meaning, students. Expansion means what? Demand rise. Yes, expansion means demand extent, demand rise. But how the demand rise? The demand only rise because of fall in price, because demand and price have inverse relationship. So when you show when the price falls, then only demand expand. Yes, it is called as expansion in demand. So here demand expand because of fall in price and other factors remain constant. What are the factors? Other factors? Yes, income, taste, habits, preference, population, taxation. Yes, all these factors remain constant or remain unchanged. So price falls, demand expand. It is called as expansion in demand. Okay, student, you can see in the diagrammatical representation. In the diagram, on the y-axis price is measured, and on the x-axis quantity demanded is measured in kg. So you can see demand is a downward sloping. Yes, so try to understand when the price is when the price is P, that time demand is Q. You can see this area. When the price is P, demand is Q. And when price falls from P to P1, demand expand, demand increase, or demand extend from P1 to Q1. You can see that much area. So expansion in demand means it is expand from Q to Q1. You can see that much area. So this place is called as expansion in demand. And what is the movement of the demand? The movement of the demand is downward. So it is expand from, in the second way we can easily find out, A to B in the diagram, from A to B. So this is called as expansion of demand. Demand expand because of fall in price and other factors remain constant. Yes, it means here the demand does not expand because of increase in income. Demand does not expand because of size of population. Demand does not expand because of taste, habits, preference. Here the demand only expand because of price alone. Okay, it is called as expansion of demand. Understood, student? Let us move towards the contraction of demand. And the contraction of demand is just opposite of expansion of demand. So what you have written in the explanation of the expansion of demand, other thing remain constant, only because of fall in price demand expand. It is called as expansion of demand. You just make the opposite of this. Okay, so what will be the explanation of the contraction of demand? Contraction of demand means other thing remain constant, only because of rise in price demand contract. It is called as contraction of demand. Contraction means it is just the opposite of expansion. Expansion means rise, yes, and contraction means reduce. Yes, so here in the second case, in the contraction of demand reduce because of rise in price alone and other factors remain constant. Yes, it is just opposite of variation in demand. In the variation in demand, fall in price, demand expand. In the contraction of demand, rise in price, demand contract. It is called as contraction of demand. You can see And remember that other factors remain constant. It means here in the contraction of demand, demand does not contract because of change in income, demand does not contract because of size of population, demand does not contract because of taste, habit, preference. Here the demand only contract because of rise in price alone. Means as price increases or price rises, demand contract itself and other factors remain constant. It is called as contraction in demand. Okay, you can see in the diagram, on the y-axis price given, on the x-axis demand is measured. Now you can see when the price is OP, and that time demand is OQ. You can see when the price is P, demand is OQ. Okay, and but when the price increase from P to P2, okay, OP to OP2, that much, when the price increase from P to P2, demand contract means reduce, demand reduce from Q to Q2, and you can see the movement of the demand reduce from B to A. As I told, it is just the opposite of expansion of demand that is contraction of demand. Okay, so demand contract from B to A. Yes, so it is called as contraction of demand. Okay student, so you can learn these two topics as a distinguish between. Let us quickly define. Okay, let us quickly make the distinguish between. Okay, variation in demand have two, that is expansion and contraction. Expansion of demand means only because of price demand expand and other factors remain constant. It is called as expansion of demand. Okay, and contraction of demand means demand contract only because of price and other factors remain constant. It is called as contraction of demand. And second point, you can write the diagrammatical representation and diagrammatical representation, this one. Okay, now let us move to the second part of the answer, that is change in demand. So here change in demand means it is just opposite of variation in demand. What we have learned in the variation in demand? In the variation in demand, only because of price demand varies, and here in the change in demand, price is not the factor, other factors is the main reason to change the demand. It means the demand changes because of change in other factors and price become constant. It means demand does not change because of price. Here the demand changes because of change in other factors. What are the other factors? Other factors are nothing but the income of the individual, size of population, taste, habits, preference, price of substitute, price of complementary goods, taxation, consumer expectation. All these are the factors responsible for change in demand, and price of the commodity remain constant. It means demand changes because of other factors, not because of price. Price become constant. It is called as change in demand. Yes, and change in demand have two types. One is a increase in demand and second is a decrease in demand. Okay, student. So let us see increase in demand. Increase in demand refers to demand increases only because of other factors and price become constant. Okay, so demand increase, it may be increase in income of individual, increase in size of population, increase in consumer expectation, yes, increase in or change in climatic condition. Yes, as season changes, people demand more commodity as per the suitable for the season. Okay, so demand increases because of other factors. Okay, not because of price of the commodity remain constant. Okay, so it is called as increase in demand. It means on the same price, when the people demand more, so demand increases. It is called as increase in demand, and in this case the demand curve shift to the right hand side of their original place, from their original place. You can see in the diagram. See, this is the diagram of increase in demand, page number 24, top right corner. This is the increase in demand. What happened in this diagram, you can see with the help of this diagram. Okay, so on the y-axis price is measured, and on the x-axis demand is given. So on the y-axis only the price is measured. See, P, suppose the price of the commodity is 10 rupees at this place. I write here 10 rupees. Okay, 10 rupees, and at the 10 rupees price, yes, suppose the other factor changes. Other factors means income of the person. Suppose income of the consumer increases, so what he will do, the consumer will demand more because of increase in income. Yes, suppose other factors are population. As population increase, the demand for the commodity also increase. Yes, if there is a good taste of the commodity, the consumer will eat more quantity at the same price. So how the demand increases? The demand increases because of income, population, taste, habits, price of substitute goods, price of complementary goods, yes, and price of the commodity constant. So you can see demand increases from A to B, or you can see from Q to Q1 at the same price is same, only demand increases because of increase in other factors. The best example you can say increase in income. So as income increases, demand also increases at the same price, and therefore the demand curve shift to the right hand side. You can see the dot area. See, this is the new demand, from that is D1 and D1. So this is new demand. So when the demand shift to the right hand side, it is called as increase in demand. And how the demand increases? Because of other factors. It may be increase in income, it may be increase in population, it may be good taste of the commodity, yes, it may be price of substitute goods. What are the example of price of substitute goods? What are the example? Tea and coffee. When the price of tea increase, the demand of the coffee increases, so people demand more of coffee. Yes, so these are the substitute goods. Okay, so this is the increase in demand. Okay, now when you make the opposite of increase in demand, you will get the decrease in demand. So our next topic is decrease in demand. Okay, you can see the second one is decrease in demand. So how you will learn it? you can make the opposite of increase in demand. So what explanation we have done in the increase in demand? Increase in demand means demand increases because of other factors and price become constant, and decrease in demand means demand decreases because of other factors and price of the commodity constant. Okay, you can see decrease in demand means it refers to decrease in quantity demanded due to unfavorable change in other factors like taste, income of the consumer, climatic condition, etc., and price of the commodity remain constant. Yes, and in the increase in demand, demand shift to the right hand side. So here in the decrease in demand, demand shift to the left hand side. The opposite of right hand side is left hand side. So whatever you will you have learned in the increase in demand, just make the opposite of that, you will get a decrease in demand. Okay student, you can see the diagram. On the y axis price is given, on the x axis quantity demanded is given. So here at the same price, here price is also same. See, price is for example 10 rupees per unit. So at price is same, yes, but here demand decreases because of other factors. Yes, it may be fall in income of the consumer by recession, because every time is not the same in the economy. Sometimes there is a good period in the economy, so there is an increase in income of the individual. Sometimes there is a bad period in the economy, there is a fall in income of the individual. So suppose income of the person decreases or fall in some reason, because of some reason, so he will demand less unit of the commodity. At the same price, the individual demand less. So what is the consequence of that? The consequence is there is a fall in demand, there is a decrease in demand. So demand decreases from Q to Q2. The original demand was that much. At this price 10 rupees, the demand was that much. But because of fall in income, fall in population, fall in taste, bad taste of the commodity, yes, because of price of substitute, so demand decreases because of other factors, not because of price. Price of the commodity remain constant. So demand decrease from Q to Q2, and the demand curve shift to the left hand side. You can see this is the decrease in demand, D2 D2, you can see in the diagram. Okay, so this is called as decrease in demand. Okay student, so this is the last topic of the third chapter. Okay student, so in the third chapter what we have seen, let us quickly revise before going to start the exercise. Now this time I will teach you the exercise in the continuation. Yes, after the ending of this chapter, quickly I will start the exercise. At least the objective type question we will see. Yes, question number 5 exercise, we can see what answer based upon the objective, that we will see in the beginning, and the theoretical answer we will see, the lengthy answer we will see in the college, when the college reopens in the month of June, July, that we will see. It may be, it depends upon the situation. Okay, so in this third chapter we have seen what is demand. Demand is a desire which is backed by the willingness to purchase and ability to pay for it. Yes, definition of demand given by Benham. After that, there are two concepts of demand: individual demand and market demand. Individual demand is demand by the single buyer, and market demand, there are many buyers. You can see in the table and diagram. Yes, you can see the picture. This is the individual demand because one vendor is there and one consumer is there. And in the second picture, market demand, there are many buyers. Vendor is one, seller is one, but there are many buyers. You can count the head, there are 8 to 9 buyers are there. So what is this? This is the market demand. The slope of individual demand is steeper and the slope of market demand is flatter. Flatter downward sloping, steeper downward sloping. Okay, and I also have taught you this exercise. Yes, in between it is for your knowledge, how much you understood from the previous concept. That's why it is just a recapitulation. Yes, and these boxes are based upon the different types of demand. What are the example of direct demand? Consumer goods, that is fruits. Yes, vegetables, these are consumer goods. Workers in the cotton textile, it is a derived demand, that is indirect demand. Joint demand, when the commodity is jointly demanded by the consumer to satisfy the want, it is called as joint demand. Okay, to make a cup of tea, yes, coffee powder, to make a cup of coffee powder is required, milk is required, water is required. Yes, CNG and petrol, these are the substitute goods, and milk, it has multiple uses, so it is a composite demand. And CNG, petrol, pencil, pen, these are the competitive goods. After that, determinants of demand, very important determinants of demand. You can just go through all 10-11 points I have given. After that, law of demand given by Marshall from his book Principle of Economics, published in year 1890. According to Marshall, there is an inverse between price and quantity demanded. Demand is the function of price. dx is equal to f of px. You can see the table. In this table, as price decreases, demand increases. In the diagram, downward sloping demand curve. Yes, after that, the exceptional law of demand, that is Giffen's goods. Yes, prestige goods, price illusion, speculation, ignorance, habitual goods, demonstration effect, etc. Then today's topic we have just completed in this video, that is expansion in demand and contraction in demand, variation in demand and change in demand. Okay, so that much you should go through. Yes, in the next video we will see the exercise of the chapter number 3. You just go through all these things. Okay student, I stop my lecture here. Thank you.